Hey, Black Party, welcome to 49 Black News, where we tackle the latest in entertainment news on the local, national, and world stages. Let's get to it. The future of the NASCAR Chicago street race is under evaluation. Mayor Brandon Johnson says the evaluation process is still underway, with an opt-out clause in the 3-year contract still on the table. One of the opt-out clauses notes that NASCAR and the Chicago Park District can mutually agree to end the contract without penalty, but they have to agree to do so within 180 days after last weekend's race. NASCAR can also choose to unilaterally end the contract, but they will have to owe $250,000 in a termination fee. The race drew a 2.5 rating, the highest rating for a race since the 2023 Daytona 500. It was also NBC's most watched race since the 2017 season finale at Homestead, Miami. Johnson said that the decision on whether or not to keep the race in Chicago will have to involve more community input. The race was delayed by rain and cut short by 25 laps due to darkness. Shane van Gisbergen won the race, which was his first NASCAR Cup Series event. Negotiations between SAG-AFTRA and the studios were extended until July 12th. The original contract was set to expire by the end of June 30th. In an open letter to its members, the SAG-AFTRA said, quote, "No one should mistake the extension for weakness. We see you, we hear you, we are you," end quote. Almost 98% of members voted to authorize a strike if their terms weren't met before the original deadline. When the extension was announced on social media, many members voiced their displeasure with the decision. Though SAG-AFTRA President and National Executive Director Fran Drescher and Chief Negotiator Duncan Crabtree Ireland said the negotiations have been fruitful. It stated in a video sent to members that they're, quote, "going to achieve a seminal deal," end quote. Many actors, including Jennifer Lawrence and Meryl Streep, pushed for the union to stay strong in negotiations. The case against Jonathan Majors continues as the actor prepares for an upcoming court appearance. According to sources familiar with the case, many alleged abuse victims have come forward. The alleged victims are currently cooperating with the Manhattan District Attorney's Office since the actor's arrest. At the time of his arrest, Majors was taken in on charges of strangulation, assault, and harassment. A 30-year-old woman told NYPD that she was assaulted by Majors, and she, quote, "sustained injuries to her head and neck and was removed to an area hospital in stable condition," end quote. Majors' lawyer, Priya Chaudhry, gave an immediate response alleging the actor was a victim and the woman was having a quote-unquote emotional crisis. Majors' team released screenshots of text messages to corroborate his innocence. In the text, the woman allegedly wrote, quote, "I told them it was my fault for trying to grab their phone," end quote. According to Variety, someone for one of Majors' upcoming projects said, quote, "It read like a bad Lifetime movie. They basically look like the text messages of a textbook abused woman," end quote. Throughout the accusations and released text messages, Majors' publicist dropped him before his first court appearance. Majors did have someone by his side. He was hand in hand with his new boo, Megan Good. During the court appearance, Judge Rachel S. Pauley ordered Majors to continue adhering to the court's order of protection for the alleged victim. She set the trial for August 3rd. Speaking of abuse allegations, Ezra Miller speaks out about the claims against some. The Flash actor has been accused and involved in various concerning situations, one related to Miller allegedly abusing a 12-year-old child. There's a temporary harassment order filed, though it was recently lifted. Miller partially wrote in an Instagram post, quote, "I have been unjustly and directly targeted by an individual who the facts have shown has a history of such manipulative and destructive action," end quote. Within the lengthy caption, Miller notes that they're doing their best to preserve their own wellness and working to reverse the damages of the accusations. Their legal team notes that the allegation came during a time when Miller was dealing with mental health issues. Due to their mental health issues, they weren't able to appear in courts. Their lawyer, Marissa Elkins, said, quote, had Ezra been able to appear in court last year and share the truth about their very limited interactions with the alleged victim, I am confident the original order would have never been issued, end quote. Miller has faced many allegations and arrests over the years, notably the time he pled guilty to a trespassing charge for a May 2022 Vermont home break-in. Britney Spears was reportedly struck during a night out in Las Vegas. A member of NBA star Victor Wembanyama's security team allegedly hit the singer in the face. A source told Us Weekly, quote, Britney saw Victor and walked up to tap him on the back to ask for a photo. His security was being mobbed with fans and he turned around, trying to push Britney off and hit her in the face, knocking off her glasses, end quote. Law enforcement sources told TMZ that the man listed on the police report was the one who slapped Spears is Damon Smith. He is the director of team security for the San Antonio Spurs. According to TMZ, Wembanyama alleges that Spears grabbed him from behind. The toxic singer disputes the allegations, saying she only tapped him. After the slap, Spears sat down at a table. Smith later walked up and apologized, saying, quote, you understand how it is when being swarmed by fans? End quote. Sam Asghari, Spears' husband, spoke his piece via Instagram story that partially read, quote, self-defense can be unavoidable, but the defense of any woman, especially my wife, is not debatable. I consider my reaction subdued considering what happened, and I hope the man in question learns a lesson and changes his disregard for women, end quote. The situation is not being handled as a criminal matter because police determined Smith was protecting Wembanyama. Kanye West faces a new lawsuit regarding the alleged unsafe conditions of his Donda Academy. Such claims include that the school doesn't have glass in the window frames. Former gym teacher Isaiah Meadows filed a lawsuit on Thursday where he alleges the wrongful termination, breach of contract, and violations of multiple education, health, safety, and labor codes. Meadows claims he was fired in August 2022 in retaliation for reporting various safety issues. In his lawsuit, he claims students were quote-unquote exposed to the elements because West did not allow glass to be placed in the window frames. The suit alleged, quote, in the middle of the main classroom, a skylight was left without glass, inevitably allowing rain to fall directly inside, where water was soaked into the floor, which will lead to a moldy smell for the next few days, end quote. Allegedly, there's also a problem with the wiring, which Meadows claimed started a fire near the student eating area. He claimed that there wasn't any running hot water during the pandemic, and that the septic tank would overflow on a regular basis, causing a foul smell. In April, 2 former teachers filed a lawsuit against West, the school, and its directors for alleged racial discrimination and wrongful termination. The 2 teachers, Cecilia Haley and Jakari Byers, claimed that they were discriminated against because of their race, their wages were illegally withheld, and they were fired in March for reporting code violations. According to the school's website, its mission is, quote, to provide the youth with the passion, purpose, and spiritual foundations they need to thrive in tomorrow's world, end quote. The school temporarily closed last fall due to West's anti-Semitic rants. The Edinburgh International Film Festival is making its return on August 18th. The festival will last the entire week, ending on August 23rd. It will include 24 feature films, 5 retrospective titles, and a 5-pitch short film. 5 of the feature films will have their world premieres at the festival. New venue partners View Edinburgh Omni and Everyman Edinburgh at the St. James Quarter will host indoor screenings. The Old College Quad at the University of Edinburgh, another venue partner, will host outdoor screenings called Cinema Under the Stars. The festival was previously based out of the Edinburgh Filmhouse Cinema until it was sold to a commercial operator. The festival will host an American independent cinema retrospective with 4 films from the 80s and 90s.